Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we are jumping in and checking out a brand new mobile MMORPG called Chronicle of Infinity. Now, before we get too far into the video, I want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored, which is amazing. Like, we're back into the YouTube game, and it's just really amazing to feel the support of game developers for sponsoring today's video. So thank you so much to Neocraft, and if you guys are interested in checking the game out, I will have a link down below in the description. Now, I did let them know before we jumped into this video and for the sponsorship and stuff, I want to give you guys my honest opinion about this game, okay? Now, if you guys have been following my channel for a while now, you know I'm not the biggest fan of mobile MMORPG games that focus heavily on autoplay. And the thing is, this game, it definitely has a really strong focus on autoplay. Now, one of the main reasons why I actually decided to even do the sponsorship for this video is because Neocraft, the publishers behind this game, also publish, let's see, Tales of Wind and Guardians of Cloudia. And those are actually two mobile auto MMOs that I actually kind of enjoyed. You know, like I had fun playing them and they had really great concepts. So I agreed to jump in and play this game. But I will tell you guys up front, if you're not a big fan of autoplay MMOs, you're not gonna like this game, okay? But this game is specifically designed for players that, you know, they don't have a lot of time. They just wanna jump in real quick, maybe do a couple of quests here and there, and ultimately just like make their character look just super cool, okay? That's actually like the main thing behind this game is like your character just looks super dope, like right off the bat. And in fact, if I were to like kind of run around and show you some of the other players, like the game's only been in early access for a short while, and you can see like some of the characters look absolutely insane. It actually reminds me of some of like the older MMOs I used to play, like where the characters had like crazy big wings and like glowing weapons and glowing armor and stuff like that. And so if you're a fan of like that type of art style, I think you're really gonna like this game. You don't have a whole lot of time. You can jump in, do a couple of quests here and there, get some rewards, make it feel like you're kind of progressing a little bit here and there, get better equipment, better armor, and then kind of just like set it down. And honestly, that's the kind of game, that's the kind of players that this game is going to attract. What it's not going to attract is people that actually want to play the game, like actually want to kind of jump in and do stuff. So we're gonna head on back to the previous stage, because there is something that I think is really cool about the game, and I just really like the art style. Like it's a really clean, crisp looking auto MMO. And I think that's one of the main things that's probably gonna stand out compared to any other auto MMO that you play, is it looks pretty good and it's got some pretty cool like bosses. The one thing though is, and like with every auto MMO that you play, it's not gonna be challenging, at least not at the beginning. This is a game that like, there's gonna be big numbers and there's gonna be like tons of enemies on the screen. Your character's just gonna mow them over and you're gonna go up against like a boss and you're not gonna take any damage. That's not really the point of this game. The point of this game is to basically just like power level your character, get to like the high top tier, and then start challenging like other players where it actually starts to get challenging, you know, stuff like that, as well as like taking down like massive bosses. But it's things like this little kind of cool cutscene where you see this epic like boss just like drop down, that makes me excited for the potential of like what kind of raids and stuff, or like what kind of end game things that you're gonna be able to participate in a game like this. You know, you're gonna be jumping in and playing with people part of your like alliance or your clan or guild or whatever they call it in this game. You're gonna be challenging players to PvP to try to get like the top tier and stuff like that. And like honestly, like the whole game is about like grinding it out, getting tons of gear, fusing those gear together to like power up and create even more powerful gear for your character. And I will say one thing too, I want to let you guys know, there is sort of like a gacha system. They call it crafting, but it's more of a gacha system. You can pay some premium currency in order to activate the crafting system in this game and be able to basically unlock more and more weapons and armor and gear and stuff. So I do want to show you some of the other stuff that the game has to offer. So when you're going through and you're upgrading your character, there's going to be lots of little things here and there to develop. It's a red dot simulator game, if you played those before. Just like a lot of little things that kind of keep you basically engaged with the game and basically make it so like you continually play the game and try to continually power up. They have like blitz modes too, where like if you need specific materials for specific weapons, you can just actually go through and blitz for those. So like I can go to campaign 215. This is the boss that I just fought. I can blitz him, get some basic experience, some basic equipment, stuff like that, and go through and actually upgrade some of the equipment my character needs. So there we go. And they make it really easy too. Like if I click on this and go to this campaign, you can actually see below my current level, amulet level 10 refinement requirement. I need 10 amulet chips and I need 15 refinement stones. So they do make the upgrading the game just like super simple, as well as like as you're going through the game and you're just getting like tons and tons of different like equipment and armor and stuff like that. There is a very simple way where you can kind of go through and you can basically refine your equipment. You can go through and like fuse them together. You can combine them into different sets that will give you power-ups and stuff like that. You can even see like the different sets that they have right here too. And like I said, like the game's all about powering up and making your character look as crazy as possible, as well as things you can buy in the shop to make your character look absolutely nuts. And this is something that I personally don't like. Again, like it's a thing that's surrounding a lot of these auto MMOs, is there's just so many little things that you can upgrade in this game, like a ridiculous amount of stuff that it can be kind of hard to remember like everything that you need to like upgrade. There's like this like spirit pet system. You have each of your different weapons. You have like your attribute for your character that you have to upgrade. And then like there's just like tons of like little things that you can jump into to like kind of power up your character here and there. There's like even like a, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, I can't even remember what it's called. Like this star system where you can go from like node to node, unlocking to kind of upgrade your character. Just lots of little things here and there in order for you to basically make your character as overpowered as you possibly can. That's the whole point of this game, is to simply step by step upgrade your character. And there's going to be a lot of stuff on the screen, lots of red buttons just all over the place. Like I said, there's even like cross-server PvP if you want to challenge other players. Though I did jump into a match earlier today against somebody that was relatively the same level as me, and it was kind of weird. I don't know if like they weren't powering up their character or not, or what it was, if it was some kind of like leveling system that they have in the game to make it so like if you're basically not like the exact power level or battle power, you're gonna just like destroy them. Because if you notice right here, I'm dealing like 6,000, like 1,800, and they're barely dealing 87, 38, 38. So starting off, I think that's probably what most of the PvP is going to be like. It's just you just like dominating everybody that you go up against. Probably a lot of like, you know, bot type PvP characters, you know, things like that. But once you start getting into higher levels, which again, a lot of these MMOs, they really drive characters to try to get to like end game stuff and try to get your character as powerful and as like buffed up as you possibly can. That's like the whole point of like these types of games. But honestly, like I really like Neocraft. I liked their previous games, Tales of Wind, Guardians of Claudia, and those types of games. They all have like their own unique flair. And I think the biggest flair behind this one is like, it's a pretty dang good looking game. I like the aesthetics. It reminds me of older MMOs that I've played before. And like, if you like characters that just look super cool and some pretty cool bosses to take down, and you're not really worried too much about, you know, having to focus too much, you just want to play an auto MMO. Like I said, if you don't like auto MMOs, you're not gonna like this game. But if you do like auto MMOs, this is a pretty good one to kind of keep your eye on, because it's simple, it's straightforward. They show you everything that you need to do. Your character is gonna look super bad A within like the first day of you playing. So guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And again, thank you so much to Neocraft for sponsoring today's video. And if you guys are interested in checking the game out, then make sure to head on down to the description and click on the download link. Guys, thanks so much for watching. My name's Koolio, and I'll see you next time.